style, we are live and early. I'm doing this live stream early today. If you see this later on, there might be more information coming down the pipeline about what I'm going to talk about. I was originally going to, how do I put this? Well, you know what? Instead of saying that, let's just get into it. So, former President Donald Trump was shot at today in Pennsylvania at one of his rallies. Within 5-6 minutes of the rally happening, he was shot at, and several people in the crowd were shot at. In fact, if I remember correctly, listening correctly, someone is confirmed that they're no longer with us on this earth, and it's really sad because, you know, I've traveled all around the country. I've traveled all around the United States. I've been in liberal cities. I've been in very conservative areas of the United States. And I don't think people realize how much we all have in common. That's the truth. I don't think everybody has an understanding of how much Americans and even Canadians have in common with each other. And yet, we have allowed for the last, 23 years, the mainstream media to dictate our lives. This is one of the reasons why the RV industry is so important. This is the reason why I tell manufacturers and I tell just the general public whenever I talk to somebody, the RV, the boating, the power sports, the camping industry, the fishing industry, the recreational activities industry is so important because we have to realize that we as Americans and even Canadians, okay, we all have so much in common with each other. I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. I don't support either political party. I think they both are knuckleheads. But I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm here to talk about people. Hi, Theo. And, you know, people in general are good. People can be brainwashed, unfortunately, with propaganda. Doesn't matter if you're on the left, doesn't matter if you're on the right, doesn't matter if you're in the center. Doesn't matter. Political violence is atrocious. I don't care if it's a riot burning down buildings or an assassination attempt against a politician. It's disgusting. It's destroying lives for no reason. This is one reason why I'm in the RV industry. This is why I love the RV industry, because when RVers get out there, when RVers go camping, when you get your motor home, you go to these rallies, there's so many political angles people are part of, but once they get into that RV campground, it's about what beer you drink, how you cook your meat, if you're a meat eater, you know, where you've been, what you've done, what you've enjoyed. There's too many people glued to their televisions right now. There's too many people glued to social media. There's too many people glued to whatever's going on in the political spectrum of the world. This is one of the, you know, when I think about political violence, when I think of any kind of violence like rioting or assassination attempts or beating up of cops or beating up of protesters or counter to protesters, fighting protesters, I don't think of the United States in that respect, but that's what we've become. You know, and that's what the RV industry needs to symbolize, is what America really is about: community. It's funny when you get a bunch of people in the RV community together at the same campground, whoever they voted for goes right out the window. Scratch it up, toss it out the window. You don't hear anybody talking crazy nonsense. You hear people talking about a good time. You hear about people talking about, you hear people talking about life, enjoyment, family, memories. You know, I was accused today on an email. I was accused of being a money-grubbing whore. I mean, that's what we've gotten to. I get a ton of hate mail. If you guys don't even know, like, I don't even read the hate mail, all the hate mail I get. I get a ton of it. When I talk about Brinkley's recalls on the podcast, when I talk about, you know, certain things that have occurred in the RV industry, like when the used market went down, I mean, I would get threatening emails all the time, threatening direct messages all the time. This is the society we've turned into, where we all get mad at each other if we say something that we're in disagreement about. We no longer listen and have a conversation. And this is what happens when you stop having conversations. Violence occurs. I may not agree with all the red pill bull crap or the blue pill bull crap or any of that crap. I don't believe in any of that crap. All that garbage is exactly what it is. Garbage. Anything that comes out of Sean Hannity's mouth or Anderson Cooper's mouth, any of their mouths, it's just horse manure. It smells crappy. It smells terrible. We need to come together as a community, as a country, and unite. And we're not going to do it under Donald Trump or Joe Biden or any politician. We have to do it ourselves. We have to create our own world, our own community. Not a cult, because people tell me, oh, you're just a cultist. No. Like, it would be nice if we had a situation where we could have groups everywhere, Facebook, TikTok, etc., that don't just talk about the problems with their RVs, but they talk about the memories they built. Talk about both. Let's talk about the problems and let's talk about the memories. I want to start encouraging people that don't have a problem with their RV to actually say so on the internet. I want to show people that I've talked to over the phone that the Armageddon level of problems are such a small percentage. That quality of RVs has been about the same for the last half century. It hasn't changed much. I've got a 1982 motorhome and it's built like crap. And it sold for a lot of money back in the 1980s and is built like crap. And it's by a good builder of RVs, Winnebago, and it's still a crap box. But yet it lasted somebody, and a family built a lot of memories in it. A family built a lot of bonding in it. That's what these boxes are for. The box, yeah, it has a refrigerator. Yeah, it has an air conditioner. Yes, it has a furnace. Yes, it has beds. Yes, it has a kitchen. But an RV is your own personal hotel on wheels. Doesn't matter if it's a motorhome, a trailer. Doesn't matter if you went and spent $100 and bought a fixer-upper to DIY, or you spent $5 or $6 million on a Prevost. Doesn't freaking matter. It is a memory builder. And it comes with a toolbox and a sense of humor. It's an earthquake on wheels, but you get to take that earthquake wherever you want, sleep in your own bed, create your own vacation. You don't have to worry about checking into a hotel or going up and double checking with a black light to make sure the sheets are clean. You don't have to, screw around with points and a credit card deposit. You get to hook it up to your vehicle or hook up your vehicle to it, and the possibilities are limitless. That's what an RV is. Limitless possibilities. We are in an age where folks depend too much on the internet for information. There's a lot of bad information on the internet on any subject. Pretty much anyone can pick up one of these cell phone devices that I'm using right now, hit record, say whatever they want, and post it on the internet, whether it's true or not. That's the truth. I try to give people an education. I try to give people both sides of things. Why do I give you both sides? Because when you're on the road, let's just say, let's say that after everything I said about grand design, all the education about frame failure and frame flex and all that stuff, if you still go buy one, at least you're educated. At least you know what you're getting yourself into. Fact. You're educated in it. Am I going to call you names? No. It's your money. It's your hard-earned money. You get to choose how to spend it. That's a fact of life. That's a fact of anything. So when we think about what just occurred today, and if you're watching this later, what happened July 13th, 2024, the pictures of Trump with stuff running down his face, blood, being covered up by probably close to a dozen men and women, goes to show me that we are so divided and we need to come together. And I think one of the best ways to come together as a world, as a community, is to talk to each other again. I believe we need to talk to each other again. I believe we need to say hi to our neighbor and have a conversation with them, whether we agree with their politics or not. I believe if we all talk to each other, said hi, open doors for each other, stopped worrying about feminism, stopped worrying about toxic masculinity, stop worrying about all the frickin' bullshit. Just stop worrying about all the BS in the world. We'd have a better world to live in. We worry about the wrong crap all the time because somebody said so. It's just it's lunacy. what we're going through right now in our world is just absolute. It's like we're all in a nut house and we're all trying to find a way out. We're all jamming on doors hoping something will open up. I mean, just crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I've never ever seen. I've never seen this before. I've been around a long time. I'll be 40 years old in a couple weeks. You know, I mean, I've signed. 9/11 occurred. We all came together. You know, every time somebody attacks us as a country, we always used to come together. We set aside our differences and we work together as the United States of America, as Americans, as a country of immigrants. And now we're all shouting at each other and stopping each other when we're riding a bicycle on a boardwalk, or grabbing somebody on a motorcycle because we're looking for 15 seconds of fame. We're looking for that million view video. We're looking for that 15 seconds of fame on the internet. We're looking to be like the Haktua girl. I mean, it's just, we're in an age of vanity. Hi, it's Amia. How you doing? Paul, do you mean Badger? So I went on a little earlier, guys, because, you know, there's just so many live streams going on at 7 o'clock now, and most of them are all political. It's just going to crash the system, I think. So I released a TikTok, and just my thoughts are crazy right now. I've never thought of myself as a political person at all. I would never, ever. I don't even get involved in politics. I get involved in economics. And that's how I judge how our country's doing and how our politicians are doing, is how our economy is. Economy's not doing good, so obviously no matter who's in charge of the government, they're not doing a good job. You know, that's how I judge things. I don't care about policies and politics, because people are going to do what people want to do. People in certain areas of our country are going to be conservative, church-going Christian people. And then you're going to have the party animals of Los Angeles and Miami. Everybody lives in a different state, in a different community. Everybody grew up different. We're all Americans. We all have a lot of the same values. We all have a lot of things in common. And we do have differences too. It's what makes us unique. That's what makes us such an amazing country, is we have so many people that are different. We have so many fantastic artists. We have so many fantastic musicians of all walks of life, all brands of music. But we just need to stop this arguing and fighting over the stupidest crap. Stop looking for likes. Stop looking for subscribers. Stop looking for, you know, I come on YouTube to be an educator. That's what I come to YouTube to be. I came to YouTube to be an educator. Would it be nice to make a living out of it? Absolutely. I'm a capitalist. Of course. It's like everybody thinks I make fun of Liz Amazing. I don't make fun of her. I mean, just because I don't agree with her doesn't mean I don't admire the money she's making. And that's not sarcasm. And that's not a stab at her. That's like bitching. Good job. You turned something into a money-making machine. Good for you. I wish that one day I could get there. Probably not going to be for 10 or 12 years. But that's my thought process, right? I didn't come on here to shake my booty and bash my little eyeballs and create a website where you see me do wackadoodle crap. I came on here to teach people about RVs. I came on here and started this whole thing and continue to grow it because you enjoy it. That's a fact. If you guys didn't like it, I probably would have stopped 2 years ago. But folks seem to like it. I got all kinds of feedback over the last couple of years. Now I've tried to get better. You know, and I'm not a big smoker, okay? But it seems to me that all of the Democrats and all the Republicans need to come together, go to Snoop Dogg's house and hotbox Snoop Dogg's house. I mean, dead serious. Hotbox Snoop Dogg's house. Both the Republicans and the Democrats. That way, we don't have this crap happen anymore. Everybody's just laid back with their mind on my mind on my money and my money on my mind. I mean, that's reality, right? What everybody should do is every Republican and Democratic voter should all get in their RV, show up at a beautiful mountain lake, go fishing, drink beer, have a little Scooby snacks, if you get my drift, okay? And chill out and talk about things you have in common, art, music. And like, look at all the senators and House of Representatives people and go, they're all idiots. Screw them. I mean, come on. Because if everybody had that attitude, if everybody had the attitude of we are one people, we might have a difference of philosophy, we might have a difference of how we handle things, but we're still one people, one country, one America. And we wouldn't have people rioting and firebombing businesses and homes. We wouldn't have a former president of the United States being shot at. We wouldn't have any of this stuff. Who cares what the politicians' motives are? Let's have our own motives. Because when we all come together and we all talk about things, we could put the right people in office just by all talking like, yeah, that ain't working. Let's find somebody else. Oh, there's this guy. Oh, look, there's this young lady. Oh, look, there's if somebody identifies as something else. Whatever. That's all I'm saying. So I had to get that off my chest tonight because watching this whole thing unfold, it's like watching a reality show that went bad. And that's what this election, the last two elections have been, reality shows. That's how they've been treated as reality shows. Top-rated content on the internet, the content that gets the most attention on the internet, politics, and the election. I scroll through my feed and I don't care about politics. I don't even care about Joe Biden or Donald Trump. And yet all their crap keeps pulling up in my feed. I don't even look this stuff up on the internet. And yet through my feeds, Facebook, Instagram, I can't get away from it. Just that time of year. So that's all I really have to say tonight. I just want to say everybody stay safe. Oh, I probably will, Kevin, eventually. Got a couple announcements to make. First announcement is I'm going to be doing about 5 walkthrough videos on motorhomes a week right now. There will probably be a couple travel trailers and a couple of toy haulers here and there. But for the most part, it's going to be motorized. Number 2, if everything goes well in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I will be at the Hershey, Pennsylvania show for 2 days. If everything goes well after that, I will be at the Portland, Oregon show in November, and then I will be at the Tampa Bay show in January. I'm going to bring the podcast and the main channel with me. We will see what the next 2 weeks bring. Pretty confident it will happen, but we shall see. So until next time, until next week, I'll be on time next time instead of early. You guys have a great night. Have a safe weekend. And don't let crap like this drag you down. Okay? Have a good night. Yes, I'm coming to Hershey.